Today, South Africa pauses to remember one of its brightest football talents. Family, friends, teammates, supporters, football officials, and members of the public gathered in Stellenbosch to pay their final respects to Bafana Bafana and Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder Jayden Adams, who passed away earlier this month at the age of just 25. His passing has left the football community heartbroken. From the streets of Stellenbosch to representing South Africa on the world stage, Jayden's journey inspired countless young footballers. In today's video, we look back at his remarkable career, the emotional farewell, and the legacy he leaves behind. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
I don't think there's anything more important than for me to be here today. Jayden has given to his country. He has given to our community in Stellenbosch. He has inspired so many young people. He has shown them that gangsterism is not the answer. It's not a way out. It's not a way to make it. And I was in Glasgow with our team, and I came back, and I mean, all of them were like, no, what if you have to go? I said, I can't come here today. I came to say thank you today. Please, family.
Baie mense droom om hulle gunste sokkerspeler te ontmoet. Maar ek kan vir julle almal sê vandag, ek en my vrou het ons gunsteling sokkerspeler groot gemaak. En ja, ze krijgen ons die goud, Messi en Ronaldo. Maar ik kan wel vandaag zeggen, hij, wat hij Jayden Adams, hij was een goud. Baie dankie.
There were tears, prayers, chants, and heartfelt tributes as many gathered in Stellenbosch to celebrate the life of one of South African football's brightest talents. For Jayden Adams' parents, the farewell marked the final chapter in the life of a son whose greatest achievement was not only on the football field, but at home.
Final match day. Jayden Adams, ons gee vir jou net die beste, boeta. En geniet dit. En baie mense droom om hulle gunste sokkerspeler te ontmoet. Maar ek kan vir julle almal sê vandag, ek en my vrou het ons gunsteling sokkerspeler groot gemaak. En ja, ze krijgen ons die goud.
From the streets of Ida's Valley to Stellenbosch FC, Mamelodi Sundowns and Bafana Bafana, Adams' football journey inspired a generation of young players who saw themselves in his success.
Above all these achievements, he was a son, he was a brother, and he was a father. And I believe those are the titles that Jayden cherished the most. To Mr. and Mrs. Adams, we'd like to thank you. We want to thank you for raising a son whose humility and ability touched millions of people. Football introduced Jayden to South Africa. But the values we admired in him, those were introduced by you and his grandparents.
Friends remembered Adams as someone who never forgot where he came from, returning home whenever he could, despite achieving professional football stardom.
In the week of his passing, on the Wednesday night, we played game 5 aside at Lentele Sports in Stellenbosch. So on the Wednesday, we played random. We never knew he was going to even pitch up. I think it was a great privilege to have Jayden that came from Ida's Valley, to see him what he has become, what man he has grew into from his younger days. I think he has become exceptional in what he has done on and off the field.
His impact stretched far beyond the football pitch.
He left behind a big legacy. Once upon a time in life, I always felt like, hey, this is my role model. And once I saw the videos and the talent they have and where he grew up, it always gave me the motivation and it pushed me to move forward. And I always said and told myself, one day I want to be a football player. And he was the great example for any young player, any talent player out there.
The football fraternity also pledged its continued support to the Adams family.
On the day of the funeral, everybody is there and they are there to comfort you. And it helps a lot and it's very, very important. But a few days and a few weeks afterwards, the family is very much on their own. And that's when you really need support. And you need people to comfort you, and you need those that Jayden was part of to continue giving emotional support, because it takes time. And I must say I'm very proud that the culture that Mamelodi Sundowns has reflected, and I know that there's going to be other private discussions that the chairman will have with the family. But it is part of our culture always to try and help, to try and contribute. And I think for us as a family, the Motsepe family in particular, we have a huge obligation, we have a huge duty in all ways possible to try and give back, to try and help, to try and assist. And of course in this instance is to try and help the family, because Jayden has contributed enormously to the success of Mamelodi Sundowns. And for us as a family, we have a duty. We've identified football as one of the areas where we try to give back to the people of this country who have made us as a family what we are. And I'm very proud that there was some discussion about Mamelodi Sundowns continuing to see how they can help, at least for some time, to try and help Jayden's children.
Following the service, family gathered for a private burial, bringing an end the final farewell to a footballer whose journey from Stellenbosch to the world stage inspired a nation. For Newsroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Nasipi Same in Stellenbosch.
It's a very sad day for all of us. 3 weeks ago I said goodbye to Jayden. I said see you back in September. So now we are 3 weeks later and I will never see him again. So yeah, it's a waste. It's unreal. It's not fair. Such a young guy, talented, a bright future in front of him, and now he's not anymore among us. Yeah, Jayden was a very talented player, and when he went to Sundowns, he had a few difficult moments in his career, and that's why it's also the reason why he was not anymore with us. But you see what he does, and that Jayden also is a good mentality. He's a fighter. And he came back and he was with us now with the selection in Mexico. He helped us also to achieve that fantastic result, historical result in South African football. So, yeah, there are no words to express how sad I am today.
Oh, no, it's been a very, very devastating and sad couple of weeks for everybody in the footballing fraternity. Of course, you know, because he shared a locker room with so many of our players, his memory and what he meant to the players has been quite impactful, and it's been difficult. What we do know is that when somebody has made such a lasting impact on the club and the players, that type of memory and that type of impact will be with us for a very long time. And we're just very proud to have had a player and a person as special as Jayden play in the Mamelodi Sundowns uniform. But, you know, he didn't belong to Mamelodi Sundowns alone. We're so proud of what he did for the national team. We're so proud that he left a legacy in football, and it's something that we'll celebrate for a long time. And of course, we're here in Stellenbosch right now because he's a proud son of Stellenbosch soil, you know, and that also should be mentioned and it should be recognized, the wonderful work that Stellenbosch Football Club has done and continue to do in developing talented players. And today, as sad as it is, and it really is a very, very sad day, it's important for us to just recognize what a special talent we were gifted in the country.
I think from our side as the Western Cape government, I can safely say, speaking on behalf of the people of this province and as millions of South Africans and the football fraternity, that I feel extremely sad of this passing of this young, talented young man who represented us on the global stage. And as a province, as a country, I know we're all very sad on his sudden passing. It is sad for us. It is in a somber mood, obviously, and to the Adams family, to the broader Cluttersville, Stellenbosch, and the soccer fraternity, our condolences to the Western Cape government. And it's very sad today. The mood here is very sad. It's been somber in Stellenbosch, Cluttersville particularly, where this young man comes from, and Stellenbosch Football Academy, where he hails from, where he first started and showed his wonderful skills that enabled him to represent us at the global stage.
Tribute Pourine, messages of condolence, came from Mamelodi Sundowns, Stellenbosch FC, SAFA, government leaders, FIFA President Gianni Infantino, fellow footballers, thousands of supporters. Across social media, fans shared photos, videos, and memories celebrating Jayden's impact, both on and off the pitch. Authorities have confirmed that an investigation into the circumstances surrounding Jayden Adams' death is continuing. At this stage, officials have not publicly confirmed the cause of death, and the family has asked for privacy while the process continues. It is important to avoid speculation until official findings are released. Although his life was tragically cut short, Jayden Adams leaves behind a lasting legacy. He inspired countless young footballers by proving that with talent, discipline, and determination, dreams can become reality. His name will forever be remembered by Stellenbosch FC, Mamelodi Sundowns, Bafana Bafana, South African football supporters. May he rest in peace. Our heartfelt condolences go to his family, friends, teammates, and everyone affected